Now we'll move to the practical session of transfer function of DC motor. So you can see this is the setup and this is the motor. By using these two, we are going to perform the transfer function of DC motor. So if you see the circuit diagram, before going to the circuit diagram, first we will see the transfer function equation. As I told you in the theory, in transfer function there are two unknown parameters, one is kT and another one is kb. So by performing this experiment, we are going to calculate kT and kb. kT, to calculate kT we require torque values and current values. To calculate kb we required back EMF as well as speed. So first we will calculate kd. To calculate kd, this is the circuit diagram we are going to use. This is also called as load test on DC motor. By performing load test on DC motor, we are going to calculate constant term, that is kT. So you can see the connections here. Direct DC voltage, variable DC voltage is given to the armature terminals of the DC motor. So you can see this is the armature terminal of DC motor which is given to the direct voltage, that is variable. To measure the current, to measure the armature current, we are using one ammeter in series with the motor and supply, and here we are using separately excited DC motor, that's why we are giving separate voltage source to the field winding of DC motor. So this is the connection of circuit diagram. And one more thing, to measure the voltage across this armature we are using a voltmeter. Now I am going to turn on the supply. Okay, now I am going to turn on MCB, and before on you should make that this position of the armature knob should be minimum. Now increase the value of the armature voltage. By increasing this voltage, the speed will get increased. Now you have to vary this armature voltage until you get the rated speed in the tachometer. That can be measured now. So you can observe here I am increasing the voltage. So 1498, nothing but approximately 1500. Okay, so these values we have to take. One is speed value and armature current. F1, F2 are the load values, but till now we have not given any load, that's why we have to write F1, F2 are zeros. And this is a formula for torque. So by varying the load, now we have to note down all these values. You can observe how can we increase the load. So load is increased now. You can see here the load is increased. So you have to note down this value as F1 as well as F2. Here there is no change in the F2. That's why F2 value is 0 and F1 value is 0.8. So for that 0.8 you need to note down the value of armature current as well as armature voltage and also speed by using tachometer. So note down all these values in this table and repeat the same procedure for 2 or 3 more loads. Just by varying the load you have to note down the value of armature current, armature voltage as well as speed of the DC motor. After taking these readings, again reduce the load. If you reduce the load, current will be reduced here. That can be observed in the ammeter. After that, you have to reduce the voltage and turn off the MCB. Now after this, calculate torque by using this formula 9.81 into F1 minus F2 into 6.5. Here 6.5 is radius of this motor pulley that can be measured by using scale. So directly I have given 6.5. So calculate torque for these different values of currents. After calculating this torque, you have to draw the graph between torque and current. So if you draw the graph, you will get a curve like this, graph between armature current and torque. So after getting this curve, consider one triangle on this curve. At any place you can consider one triangle. Now from that triangle you have to measure what is delta T. So here delta T is nothing but T2 minus T1. Torque at this position minus torque at this position. So length of this line will represent delta T. Similarly, length of this line will represent delta I. So by using these two, you can calculate KT, that is KT is equal to delta T by delta IA. So this is the procedure to calculate KT. Now we will calculate the term KB. To calculate, now we will calculate constant KB. To calculate constant KB, we are going to use the same circuit, but the difference between previous circuit and this circuit is, to calculate KT we have used load, that is called load test on DC motor. But here instead of giving the load, just by varying the armature voltage, we have to measure how much back EMF we are getting. By using that back EMF and the speed, we are going to calculate KB value. So the same circuit you can see here, just armature is connected across the supply. In between this armature and the supply, we are using ammeter to measure the current, as well as across the armature voltmeter is connected to measure the voltage. Now initially the armature knob should be at minimum position. So here slowly we have to increase the voltage value and note down the values of speed, armature. So I am giving 20 volts. 20 volts. So okay. Consider 40 average value. It is changing between 40, 50. So consider 40. So for 40 volts, 0.21 is the armature current and speed is 130 RPM. Again increase the voltage. $70. Now the speed is 330, voltage is 80, current is 0.25. Again I am going to increase the speed by increasing the voltage. Voltage is 100, current is 0.31, speed is 680. So like this we have to take 3-4 readings by varying the armature voltage knob. Now after taking the readings, again reduce the voltage, turn off the MC. After taking these 3 readings, use basic formula of back EMF, that is EB is equal to V minus IA RA. Here RA is armature resistance of this DC motor, that is 1.5 ohms. Already we have measured that one, directly I am giving value, that is 1.5 ohms. So substitute this RA and IA, VA in this formula so that you can calculate EB values for these 3 armature current values. Now after calculating EB, you have to draw the graph between EB and speed. You have to consider speed values on x-axis, back EMF on y-axis. If you draw the graph, you will get a straight line like this. Again consider one triangle on this line. On this triangle, measure what is delta EB from y-axis. From x-axis, what is delta omega. Here delta omega is nothing but speed value. So, substitute EB value as well as omega value in this formula. KB is equal to delta EB by delta omega. So, by using KT, KB, you can measure or you can calculate transfer function of DC motor. Just whatever the values you have calculated here, those two values you have to substitute in this formula. Thereby, you can calculate transfer function of DC motor. So, this is the practical session to calculate transfer function of DC motor.